To increase your confidence and ability to communicate at a higher level, whether English is your native language or not, can be easily achieved by learning new words that have great relevance and meaning and expanding your vocabulary and communication skills. By learning just a few words each week, along with their definition, proper usage, synonyms, antonyms, and variances of each of the words will help you increase your vocabulary use and confidence. This week's words are impervious, facetious, and debilitating. Also, make sure to watch to the end of this video for this week's language challenge question. The first word you can learn in about a minute is impervious. 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 A basic definition of impervious is to not be capable of being damaged, harmed, affected, or disturbed by something. Examples of impervious as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. Her outward emotions seem to be impervious to the rumors being spread on social media about her. She shielded herself with an impervious barrier to protect her feelings at work from the stress that was just part of the job. The umbrella was impervious to the heavy rain that was coming down like cats and dogs. There are many synonyms or similar words for impervious. Some of these synonyms are waterproof, impenetrable, impermeable, sealed, robust, and immune. There are also many antonyms or opposites for impervious. Some of these antonyms are spongy, penetrable, permeable, defenseless, vulnerable, and leaky. Other word forms from impervious are imperviously and imperviousness. When imperviously, an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The business formed an imperviously close bond with its customers that survived all attempts by competitors to lure them away. When imperviousness, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The teacher appeared to have an imperviousness about him to not give in to the student excuses of why they're returning their work in late. The advantage of homes built from sturdy materials offers a significant protection, such as being impervious to high winds in severe weather. The second word to learn this week is facetious. 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 A basic definition of facetious is when something is said that may be treating a serious issue with inappropriate humor that is meant to be funny or even a joke. Examples of facetious as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. The slightly facetious way the reporter explained what really happened is part of why people don't take the news serious anymore. His facetious response to the serious nature of the charges against him was just a way to deflect the reality of the situation. Apparently, she wasn't being facetious at all, even though her response to the question should have sounded more serious than it was. There are many synonyms or similar words for facetious. Some of these synonyms are amusing, clever, humorous, silly, witty, and comical. There are also many antonyms or opposites for facetious. Some of these antonyms are grim, serious, genuine, sober, stern, and sincere. Other word forms from facetious are facetiously and facetiousness. When facetiously, an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. My comment was meant to be facetious, but was taken to be very serious by people who look for anything to clap back on. I'm not asking this facetiously. I am sincerely interested in learning how to improve, how to resolve this issue that should not even be an issue. When facetiousness, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The mood of the party was such that the level of facetiousness was contagious with everyone there. By the end of the day, the overwhelming number of updates to what happened had reached a high level of facetiousness. The third word to learn this week is debilitating. 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 A basic definition of debilitating is when there is a severe loss of strength or the ability to function normally. Examples of debilitating, an adjective when used in a sentence, sounds like this. Many people have a debilitating fear of public speaking that can be easily overcome with training, practice, and repetition. Over the last year, a substantial number of businesses have fallen into a debilitating state due to conditions that were brought on by the shutdowns. With certain injuries, some people suffer more than others from the debilitating lack of mobility that can lead to major depression. There are many synonyms or similar words for debilitating. Some of these synonyms are incapacitating, exhausting, fatiguing, tiring, paralyzing, and crippling. There are also many antonyms or opposites for debilitating. Some of these antonyms are stimulating, energizing, refreshing, brisk, lively, and exhilarating. Other word forms from debilitating are debility, debilitation, and debilitate. When debility, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. He is now in his late 80s and unfortunately battling the increasing debility of his body due to the lack of exercise. Over the last several months, she has been suffering from unexplained pain, weight loss, and increased debility. When debilitation, another noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The student struggled to keep up with his work as best he could, but the debilitation from the constant procrastination was becoming a serious problem to succeed. There are several diseases that infect young plants in the cool, wet weather of the spring, causing debilitation, but luckily can be treated and saved with organic nutrients. When debilitate, a verb, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. If he doesn't start exercising soon, it will debilitate him further, causing even more muscle loss. If there is an easy solution to the problem, why don't more people do something about it and take action and don't let it debilitate them any further? To combine all three words, impervious, facetious, and debilitating, into one sentence sounds like this. It was very frustrating to hear her facetious joking that seemed to make her impervious to the fact that she was in a debilitating situation that she had no control over. To improve on your correct use of any new words, make sure to use them in conversation as soon and as often as possible. If you found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up to show your support and share it with your friends so you can have someone to practice with while not becoming debilitated in increasing your vocabulary and communication skills. Here's this week's language challenge question. How many letters are in the English alphabet? Post your answer in the comments below. And remember that my goal is that your success is the goal. I'll see you online soon.